So I'm Jacob Berkman from the Jewish Telegraphic Agency, also known as the Fundermentalist, and I'm here today, or tonight, to talk to the new Jewish community hero, as affectionately dubbed by the Jewish Federations of North America and by the kind folks who all voted for him/her, which we'll find out in 1 second right now.
Him. Definitely him.
Definitely him.
Just to...
Yes.
And
so, him, tell us who your name is.
My name's Ari Teman. I'm the founder of JCorps, the Jewish Social Volunteering Network in the United States, Israel, and Canada, as well as opening in London.
So, you're the Jewish community hero.
Well, it's a little... Hero is a strong word. You know, I beat out a guy who gave up his kidney, so that feels great. I guess the heroes are the JCorps volunteers. Last year they fed over 21,000 meals in Israel, the United States, and Canada. JCorps volunteers get together on Sundays or in Israel on Fridays, and they volunteer at soup kitchens and children's hospitals and senior centers and parks. And it's a pretty diverse group. We're non-political, we're non-religious, so we have from a full spectrum of all the denominations, people who are totally unaffiliated, people who are ultra-Orthodox, and actually alumni and students of over 170 colleges and 450 companies.
So where are these people? Where are these JCorps members?
Some of them are still voting for me. They haven't been told to stop. The JCorps volunteers are, JCorps is based in a city. So there's JCorps New York, where we started a little over 2 years ago. And they are students and professionals in New York City who come together on Sunday to volunteer. And it's a low commitment thing, so you just sign up for one Sunday to volunteer, and then you can volunteer as much as you like. We have pretty much every type of school, every type of background, every type of profession. I am one of like 4 stand-up comics that have done JCorps, so there's a full range. One of my favorite times was we were in a soup kitchen and someone came over and said, somebody is sick, do you have a doctor? And I'm like, we're the Jewish volunteer group. And there was a volunteer that week who had just gotten his residency. And boom, we were like, okay, volunteering in a soup kitchen and medical care.
There's more money in medical care, by the way.
It's true. We checked the guy for insurance first and took a copay. So
right. What do you do for your day job?
I am actually a stand-up comedian based in New York City, and I travel around the world. I do bar mitzvahs.
When did you get started with this endeavor?
2 in the morning in December of 2007. I was just thinking, how do I meet a more diverse group of nice Jews? And I thought, well, nice people volunteer, so why not start a Jewish volunteer group? And I saw my friend online, or I texted him like, I have this great idea, and he's like, yeah, right, not again. And I told him the idea, and he goes, well, that is a great idea. And I told it to a couple of other friends, and drew up a logo and a terrible website and Facebook group, and we just started spreading the word. So JCorps kind of just started in the corner of my apartment on my laptop. So
45,000 people voted for you and your project. How does that feel?
Like I can only disappoint them. Yeah, it's great, and I think that it's JCorps. At the end of every event, we circle the volunteers together and we say, you know, this is a volunteer-run organization, and it's what you make of it. If you want to be a team leader, if you want to run an event, that's something that you can do. And so JCorps really is the result of these young Jews going and saying, I want to make this happen. Yeah.
What are some of the projects, some of the volunteer projects that still amaze you?
You know, when I was a kid, spent a lot of time in hospitals, and so I felt like going to a children's hospital would be uncomfortable and depressing. And it actually was very, very rewarding when you start to do an art project, and a kid who has kind of been powerless in the room is able to tell you to draw something, and you know, able to create their own project and pour glue all over the place. Kids love glue.
$25,000. What is that going to do for JCorps?
It's going to really help us expand. we are pretty much run by volunteers. So it will enable us, we'll be using the funds to reach some of the more unaffiliated Jews who are by definition not connected to an organization, so that they know about JCorps. It's going to help us with the supplies for the volunteers and the different projects. As we grow to multiple cities, it helps us start them up. This will enable us to take in a lot more volunteers rapidly without having to worry about, do we have to slow it down because we can't afford to bring more people in.
Right, so you've managed to engage 10,000 people in service, helped exponentially more. How much does this cost? What is the budget for JCorps?
We say it's about $6 to $8 a volunteer. It depends on the country where they're from. The first year we started with $300. And we like to say that if we had no money, we could still keep running, which is great because it means that the money we put in is for growth. We're very viral, we spread on Facebook. When you volunteer, we tag you in your shirt and your friends then see it pop up on Facebook and they go, hey, what's that? How are you hanging out with a group of 20 attractive Jewish people who seem to all be having a good time? And at the bottom of every photo it says sign up for JCorps. So that's how we spread. The t-shirt is our cheapest marketing tool. It also immediately equalizes the group. So if you came in your $500 cashmere sweater, or you came in your work uniform, you throw on the shirt and you better be wearing nice pants, because otherwise everybody's on the same team. It gives us a cohesive group.
Anyway, so you've never been involved with the Federation, but I mean, now that the Federation seems to want to be involved with you, do you see any kind of collaboration or anything?
I think we'll continue to take their money. I think that it's no, I think that JCorps' idea is getting people involved in volunteering, getting young Jews involved in volunteering, and certainly we're working now with some birthright groups in the different countries who say, well, a lot of birthright alumni, they come back from Israel very excited about being Jewish and hanging out with Jews. They might not be so comfortable going to synagogue or going to a political or pro-Israel event. They're not quite sure where they fit yet, and they need a little bit more time than 10 days. And they're looking and saying, these kids can come back and they can go to JCorps and find a Jewish community that they're comfortable with in their own home city. And JCorps is a very safe and neutral way of maintaining your Jewish identity while you figure things out for yourself. So,
and this for you is a volunteer project?
Yeah, it's a volunteer project. I get a lot out of it. I meet a lot of great people. Some of my best friends are people that I've met through JCorps that I would never have met had I not done JCorps.
Right. So you're a Jewish hero. Do you have any other superhero powers?
I can whistle in 17 languages.
Prove it.
None of them English, so we're out of luck here.
Turn that into a 20.
Okay.
Please.
Right here.
Right here.
Before your eyes.
Before my very eyes.
All right, give me a 50. Yeah.
Okay, wait, look serious. Mazel tov.
Thank you so much.
Oh, this is Jacob Berkman for JTA and the Fundermentalist with your hero.